7:52 a.m., South China Sea. USS Rafael Peralta, conducting routine freedom of navigation operation, 47 nautical miles from Hainan Island. Standard patrol. Expected Chinese surveillance. Nothing unusual until 6 PLA Navy destroyers appear simultaneously from different vectors. Not random encounter. Coordinated interception. All 6 vessels arriving at intercept geometry within 90-second window. The precision that reveals something new controlling Chinese fleet. Then the communication systems go dark. Link 16 data link experiences unusual interference. GPS signals degrade. Satellite communications show unexplained latency. The electronic warfare that's too sophisticated to be coincidence. Welcome to Warfare Signal, where we analyze the technological warfare happening beneath the surface. South China Sea, February 2025. U.S. Navy maintains presence asserting freedom of navigation through waters China claims. Routine operations conducted monthly. Chinese forces always respond with surveillance, the predictable dance both sides understand. But February 3rd wasn't routine surveillance. It was field test of command and control system that could revolutionize naval warfare. USS Rafael Peralta, Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. Crew, 323 sailors. Mission, transit through international waters near Paracel Islands. Expected Chinese response, 1 or 2 destroyers shadowing at distance. Standard operating procedure both sides follow. What actually happened exceeded all tactical expectations. Chinese Eastern Theater Command deployed 6 Type 052D destroyers simultaneously. Not sequential response. Simultaneous interception from 6 different approach vectors. All vessels arriving at calculated geometry forming perfect hexagon around American destroyers. The coordination that requires centralized command impossible without advanced C2 system. What's your assessment of this coordination capability? Type A, AI command systems change naval warfare. Type B, if human commanders remain superior. The tactical geometry reveals sophisticated planning. Chinese destroyers positioned exactly 8,000 yards from USS Rafael Peralta. Each vessel maintaining station with precision measured in meters. Formation adjusted automatically as American destroyer maneuvered. No radio communications detected coordinating movement. The silent coordination proving network-centric command and control. USS Rafael Peralta's Combat Information Center tracked unusual data. Chinese destroyers sharing tactical information faster than physically possible through traditional radio links. Fire control radars activating in synchronized patterns. Electronic warfare systems engaging in coordinated sequences. Evidence pointed to single conclusion. AI-assisted command network controlling all 6 vessels simultaneously. But the real test began when electronic warfare activated. Chinese Type 052D destroyers carry sophisticated jamming equipment, but jamming typically affects single frequency or narrow spectrum. February 3rd jamming was different. Multi-spectrum interference targeting GPS, satellite communications, and data link systems simultaneously. The coordinated electronic attack that conventional jamming can't achieve. USS Rafael Peralta's navigation systems showed GPS accuracy degrading from 3 meters to 47 meters. Satellite communications experiencing packet loss at 34%. Link 16 data link connecting to other U.S. vessels showing intermittent connectivity. The systematic degradation across multiple independent systems. Evidence of AI-optimized jamming targeting vulnerabilities rather than broadcasting broad interference. Stay with me, because this is where Chinese technology demonstration gets sophisticated. Traditional electronic warfare requires operators manually selecting jamming frequencies. Chinese system appeared to automatically identify which frequencies caused maximum disruption. When USS Rafael Peralta switched to backup GPS frequency, jamming adapted within 8 seconds. When satellite communications changed encryption, interference adjusted within 12 seconds. The adaptive jamming that learns and responds faster than human operators. U.S. Navy's electronic warfare specialists recognized the signature. Similar to Project Overmatch, American AI-assisted command system under development. But Chinese implementation appeared more advanced. Faster adaptation, better coordination, smoother integration across multiple platforms. The technology gap favoring China in this specific domain. What would you do commanding USS Rafael Peralta surrounded by 6 destroyers with degraded communications? Comment your tactical response below. Commander Rafael Peralta made critical decision. Don't escalate. Don't attempt to break formation. Maintain course and speed. Document everything. Let Chinese test their system while American intelligence collects data on capabilities. The strategic patience that yields more intelligence value than confrontation. Electronic warfare officers recorded entire engagement, jamming frequencies, adaptation patterns, coordination timing, radar activation sequences, the comprehensive data collection that reveals system architecture through operational behavior. Because watching how AI system operates in field reveals more than examining blueprints. Chinese destroyers maintained formation for 73 minutes. During that time, they demonstrated capabilities that shocked American observers. Coordinated maneuvering without detectable radio communications, synchronized electronic warfare across multiple vessels, adaptive responses to U.S. countermeasures within seconds. All evidence pointing to distributed AI network controlling tactical operations. Then the test ended as suddenly as it began. Chinese destroyers broke formation simultaneously, departed on different vectors at exactly same moment. No final radio communication, no closing message, just synchronized departure proving central coordination. The demonstration that achieved objectives without confrontation. If you're following this analysis of emerging naval technology, subscribe to Warfare Signal. We break down the capabilities that will define future conflicts. Intelligence analysis began immediately after USS Rafael Peralta cleared Chinese operating area. Data transmitted via secure channels to Navy Cyber Command, Office of Naval Intelligence, and National Security Agency. The fusion analysis that pieces together system capabilities from operational observations. What they discovered concerned Pentagon leadership. Chinese command and control system demonstrated 3 revolutionary capabilities. First, network-centric coordination, eliminating need for radio communications between vessels. Second, AI-assisted electronic warfare adapting to countermeasures in real time. Third, distributed decision-making allowing coordinated action without centralized commands. These capabilities represent fundamental shift in naval warfare paradigm. Traditional fleet coordination requires constant radio communications. Commanders issue orders. Ships acknowledge. Actions coordinate through verbal exchange. The communication dependency that creates vulnerabilities. Chinese system eliminates that dependency. Ships share tactical data through secure network. AI algorithms process information. Coordinated actions execute automatically. No radio communications required. No verbal orders transmitted. The silent coordination that electronic warfare can't jam because there's nothing to jam. But the implications extend beyond communication security. AI-assisted command enables reaction speeds impossible for human operators. When USS Rafael Peralta changed frequency, Chinese jamming adapted in 8 seconds. Human operators need minimum 30 seconds to identify frequency change, select response, and activate jamming. The speed differential that provides decisive tactical advantage. More concerning, distributed AI network means destroying one Chinese destroyer doesn't disrupt coordination. Network automatically reconfigures. Remaining vessels maintain coordination. Tactical plan adjusts to reduced force size. The resilience that conventional command structures lack. U.S. Navy faces strategic problem. American destroyers still rely primarily on human commanders coordinating through radio communications. Chinese destroyers demonstrated AI-assisted system enabling faster coordination with less vulnerability. the technology gap that could prove decisive in actual combat. Was this close encounter a Chinese advantage or U.S. intelligence opportunity? Share your strategic assessment in comments. Pentagon response revealed prioritization shift. Project Overmatch, U.S. Navy's AI command system, received emergency funding increase. Development timeline accelerated by 18 months. Fleet integration testing expanded to include all Pacific-based destroyers. The recognition that AI-assisted naval command isn't future capability. It's current technology that China already deploys. But accelerating U.S. development doesn't close existing gap. Chinese system demonstrated operational capability in real-world encounter. American system remains in testing phase. The operational advantage that takes years to overcome. Regional implications emerged immediately. Japan requested briefing on Chinese AI command capabilities. South Korea accelerated indigenous destroyer modernization. Australia expanded defense technology partnerships. The Allied concern about technology shift favoring China. Because if Chinese destroyers coordinate better than American destroyers, regional balance shifts regardless of hull numbers or missile counts. The technical analysis revealed system architecture. Chinese destroyers communicate through quantum-encrypted data link operating at frequencies difficult to detect or jam. Information sharing occurs continuously at data rates exceeding 100 megabits per second. AI algorithms process tactical data aboard each vessel, then share conclusions across network. The distributed processing that creates resilient system impossible to disable through single-point attack. Contrast with U.S. Navy systems. Link 16 data link operates at 1 megabit per second maximum. Radio communications remain primary coordination method. AI assistance limited to sensor data processing rather than tactical decision-making. The architecture designed in 1980s struggling to compete with Chinese 2020s technology. The generation gap that money alone won't quickly solve. Support this level of detailed technical analysis by hitting that like button and subscribing to Warfare Signal for the capability assessments that shape strategic planning. The operational lessons transformed U.S. Navy tactical doctrine. First lesson, assume Chinese destroyers coordinate through AI network. Second lesson, electronic warfare might not disrupt Chinese coordination. Third lesson, speed of Chinese tactical response exceeds human operator capability. Fourth lesson, destroying one Chinese ship won't break formation coordination. These realities now inform Pacific Fleet combat planning. New tactics developed specifically for AI-coordinated adversaries. Emphasize unpredictable maneuvering. Exploit AI systems' dependence on pattern recognition. Use emissions control to deny tactical data to Chinese sensors. Coordinate through fiber optic cables rather than radio when operating close to friendly bases. The adaptive doctrine acknowledging technological disadvantage. But doctrine can't fully compensate for technology gap. AI-assisted command provides inherent advantages in coordination speed, information processing, and distributed resilience. Until U.S. deploys comparable capability, Chinese destroyers maintain tactical edge. The uncomfortable reality Pentagon planners must acknowledge. Training evolution followed tactical doctrine changes. Pacific Fleet destroyer crews receive enhanced instruction on operating in degraded communications environments. Electronic warfare specialists train against AI adaptive jamming. Combat Information Center teams practice manual coordination procedures for when networks fail. The preparation that assumes Chinese technology will neutralize American systems. But the strategic question remains, what happens when both sides deploy AI-assisted command? Does technology parity restore balance, or does conflict escalate beyond human control as AI systems engage in electronic warfare faster than commanders can monitor? The existential question about delegating tactical decisions to algorithms. Quiz answer from earlier. How quickly did Chinese jamming system adapt when USS Rafael Peralta changed GPS frequency? 8 seconds, demonstrating AI response speeds impossible for human operators who require minimum 30 seconds for same actions. 3 questions for you. Should naval combat be delegated to AI decision-making? Can human commanders compete with AI coordination speeds? What happens when AI systems engage without human oversight? February 3rd encounter wasn't combat engagement. No weapons fired, no missiles launched, no aircraft intercepted. Just 6 Chinese destroyers surrounding 1 American destroyer for 73 minutes while testing revolutionary command and control system. But that test revealed more about future naval warfare than any combat exercise. China demonstrated operational AI-assisted command network, silent coordination, adaptive electronic warfare, distributed decision-making, the capabilities that represent fundamental shift in naval operations. U.S. Navy documented everything, collected massive intelligence data, analyzed system behavior, identified capabilities and limitations, the intelligence windfall that provides blueprint for developing countermeasures. But intelligence doesn't equal capability. Knowing how Chinese system works doesn't mean U.S. can quickly deploy equivalent technology. Development, testing, and fleet integration require years even with accelerated timelines. Meanwhile, Chinese destroyers patrol South China Sea with operational AI command systems. Each encounter tests new capabilities. Each test reveals incremental improvements, the iterative development that maintains Chinese advantage. Subscribe to Warfare Signal, where we analyze the technological competition shaping modern naval power. Hit that notification bell because the capability assessments we provide don't appear in mainstream military coverage. Chinese AI command system continues evolving. February 3rd demonstrated coordination across 6 destroyers. Future encounters will test larger formations, more sophisticated scenarios, greater complexity demonstrating expanded capabilities. The development program that advances faster than U.S. can match. American response combines technology development and tactical adaptation, accelerate Project Overmatch, develop countermeasures for AI adaptive jamming, train crews for degraded communications environments. The comprehensive effort acknowledging technology gap exists. But closing gap requires years. Interim period leaves U.S. Navy operating against adversary with demonstrated technological advantage in specific critical domain. February 3rd proved AI-assisted naval command isn't theoretical future capability. It's current operational reality that China deploys in actual encounters with American forces. The 6 destroyers that surrounded USS Rafael Peralta, the silent coordination without radio communications, the adaptive jamming that defeated countermeasures in seconds, the distributed network that enables resilient command. These aren't capabilities China might develop. These are capabilities China demonstrated using deployed systems in real-world encounter. U.S. Navy recognized the reality, acknowledged the gap, accelerated response programs. But acceleration doesn't create instant parity. The strategic challenge that persists today. Chinese destroyers operate with AI-assisted command. American destroyers remain primarily human-commanded. The technology differential that could prove decisive in actual combat. This is modern great power competition, not fought with larger fleets, but with AI algorithms coordinating vessels faster than humans can communicate, with electronic warfare adapting quicker than operators can respond, with distributed networks providing resilience conventional command structures lack. The 73-minute encounter that revealed more about future warfare than years of war games and exercises.